Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and where's vitamin D? Vitamin D somewhere up there, nowhere to be found. I'm walking. Welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. Yes, we are out here. We are actually officially in New York, upstate New York. Uh, the name of the campsite, I believe, is Roundout. I think is Roundout, but is a beautiful campsite. Why? Because there are a lot, this campsite. So what I just showed you is just a portion of the campsite, a portion like a third of a campsite. Now it's very similar to Lake Gaston. Back, I forgot which state that was in, but Lake Gaston, right before Pennsylvania. Then, oh my God, I'm sorry, but there are a lot of permanent residents here, and with family and kids, they have swimming pool, laundry, everything is beautiful, and especially at the weekend, it's always like busy on the weekend. So tomorrow I will give you a walk through the park, but today, my friend, what are we gonna talk about? What should we talk about today? Now I know my ABC, I don't really care how you sing it. Okay, let's talk about trigger, okay? Because, so when we spend time on the internet, I mean, I've been, from one campsite to another, so I was able to have a lot of time just like watching videos on, YouTube and Odyssey. I usually watch it on Odyssey first, and if I can't find it on Odyssey, then I go to YouTube. But what I found out is that spending time on social media, it can be consuming in a bad way. Now, for example, okay, I'll take my case for example. Like sometimes when I watch videos, I'd be like, damn, is this person talking about me or who are they talking about? And then I ask myself, so why do I get triggered by it, And then I was like, well, first of all, is it hitting the dark spot of your heart, Con? Or is it because you care about that person? Or is it because, simply you're just a mad person, Con?
Don't you con me, okay? Listen, don't be a coward.
And what I found out is that, my friend, I realized that it can be a little bit of everything. And what I mean by a little bit of everything, like for example, when you listen to a teacher, right? When a teacher says something, and if it doesn't affect you, you don't take it personal. If it does affect you, you take it personal. And then, but the question is, why do we take it personal? We spend too much time on the internet. I kind of realized I'm back, so when I first started like on social media, I would spend a lot of time on social media, like, watching from like Gary, Dan Locke, Grant Cardone, Chris Crone, Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and so, even just watching all of those people, I was like, am I not doing something right? Why are they talking shit about me? Then I realized it wasn't me that they're talking about. Now, when we take it personal, right? We kind of have to take, so when we take something personal, we got to ask ourselves, okay, who is this person? And who are they talking to? Who are their followers? What kind of message are they teaching? So instead of taking it personal, don't. So what I've learned is that less consumption and then go. I haven't been working out, so I started doing that, more often. Spent like even when I'm out here, sometimes I spend a lot of the time in the RV, especially when it's raining. So what I did was I was like, okay, if I started to get triggered, then I shouldn't be spending time on there. I should start creating, because the moment we start creating, we don't have time for other stuff. And the thing is, sometimes they're not even talking about you, my friend. Yes, because like imagine it's not just you, okay? There are roughly about 7.5 billion people on this planet Earth. Do you know how many people are struggling through finance? How many are struggling emotionally? How many people are just not, like, what I'm trying to say is those message, if you ever feel like you get triggered, the first thing is you got to ask yourself, why are you triggered, and then second is like, who are they talking to? So this is probably my third or fourth video, like, watching it, because even when I first started my my social media, I got the message right away, like, don't spend a lot of time on there. You gotta you gotta separate the time. Like, man, what is that word when I'm looking when I'm looking for it? You gotta kind of like, you can't spend all of your time on social media. You gotta have like a time limit. It's like a recess. When you send kids, to the playground, you give them like, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, okay? Adults, we're the same way. You spend too much time on the playground, you're gonna get stressed out. What am I gonna do with the monkey bars? I'm gonna hang myself. Dumb bitch. But my friend, what I'm trying to say is, my friend, like, no, like, even if you are out in nature, you still want to spend time, like, going around. Don't spend time in front of the screen. I mean, those are really good for information, but the main thing is focus on your work. Because when you start focusing on your work, like for me, like lately, because I have time and I'm at the state park, so it's like we're like right next to each other, so I don't write as much. I don't practice singing as much. So but that's what I've learned. I've learned that if you ever get triggered, you got to ask yourself, why is it hitting the spot? And then second, who is that person talking to? Third, go outside, like, you got to exhaust your body so you don't overthink with your mind. And fourth, you got to work on your art. Work on your art, because the moment you start taking information from outside forces, is going to disrupt you. It can be a good way and it can be a bad way, but it's only good if they are actually your friend. If they're not your friend, if they're just some YouTuber, some Odysseyer, some person on the internet, do not let it interfere, my friend. Do not let it interfere. If you have a goal, if you set your vision to something, keep working at it. They say that, focus on yourself, focus on your art, so that you don't have time to criticize other people or listen to other people criticizing you. Grab them by the pussy. And yes, sometimes, criticism is good, only if it comes from the right people with good intention. Otherwise, it's just bullshit, right? So my friend, I hope you enjoyed this beautiful scenery. I did not know what I want to talk about when I turned on the video. I just want to share what's been, like, because we all go through emotions, and that's what I've been going through. I feel like, little things. I'm like, man, why do I get triggered, right? And then I started questioning, and I'm like, okay, what are the things I haven't done lately? Like go for a longer walk, spend time on my creativity, start working on my art. So I think that's the missing component, working on my art. And as I'm still like, I've been doing really good. I don't want to mention about my diet, like right now, just know that, I've been like, I've been on plant-based. And the reason why I do it is because I do it for myself, and I just feel like it's like, for me, it's like a way of leveling up. And but I don't want to share about it, like, right, like I feel like the more I share about it, when I fall back into that I call it the trap. When I fall back into it, I'm like, man, you shouldn't have talked about it. You do it silently, slowly, until you actually, become the enlightened. Then, like, people can see it. People can see through your aura, your energy. Like, there are certain people that can see it. So, I feel like less talking and more doing. But I'm building a personal brand, so I gotta share what's on my mind. So, my friend, much love. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da! Make sure you make a video at least outdoor, okay? Spend time outdoor and focus on your art. Criticism is only good when you actually know the person, when they actually care about you. If you guys never communicated, if you guys never, at a place where you can even consider to be friends, then don't worry about it. It just, let it slide. So much love, my friend. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da!